Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Discard Dead, where we like to open boosters, boxes and decks of long dead and out of print trading card games. Available in stores in 1994 and published by US Game Systems, Wyvern is a two-player card game featuring dragons and wyverns battling for treasure over lush countryside's cracked wastelands or in deep dark caves. Each player has two decks to draw from: the Dragon Lair featuring dragons and terrain cards, and the Treasure Hoard deck, featuring powerful magical items, attack actions, and of course, Dragon Slayers. There were a few expansions over the couple of years that it lived through, most of which had a number of reprinted cards. So we can see that Wyvern has an incredibly small card pool. I've opened a pack of this already in a previous video, one of the booster medleys, so be sure to have a look at that if you like. I just really want to get into this. So we have a 60 card deck and a rulebook. This lovely, stunning red and gold design on the back. I just want to have a look at the deck box for a simple and elegant. In my humble opinion, pink was not a common color seen on such things at the time. The box reminds me a lot of the Jihad or Vampire the Eternal Struggle in its simplicity. Wyvern, the game of dragons, dragon slayers, and treasure. It does what it says on the tin. So let's rip it open. Okay. I was looking for a little pull tag, but I didn't seem to have one. Nice and crisp. So we have our rulebook there. Put that there. And let's go over some of the cards. So we've got Kakuten as a dragon, Azidahaka, Makole Mbembe, Mogua, Griffin, Raha. We have a terrain card, Pit. We've got Vitra, another dragon. Forest Fire is a terrain. We've got Lambton Worm, Crevice, Hydra, Panlung. We've got an action card, Turn the Tables, and a treasure card. So move all these piles over. Silver Chalice. Help, Treasure Room, Pick a Treasure. We've got Battle Chaos, Maiden in Distress, River, Cauldron, Ocean, Tsunami, Secret Treasure, Wyvern, Maiden in Distress, Typhon, Gold, Firebolt, Avalanche, Dwarven Army, Shipwreck, Magical Sword, Lake, Frost Breathing, Sword, Amphitheater, Sigurd is a Dragon Slayer, Heatwave, Crystal Ball, Sacrifice, Fountain of Youth, Princess Libya, Marina is a reaction card. We've got Swamp as a terrain, Possession Spell, Flood, Colchis, Poison Breathing, Fountain of Youth, Golden Apple, Knight, Twister, Magical Sword, Flood, Amphitheater again, Jewels, Desert, and Beowulf is another Dragon Slayer. So, going over some of these cards, we've got dragon cards. Dragon cards form the bulk of your forces. They usually have an amount of gold, which must be paid to bring them in, to flip them over and be able to use them. So we have a gold cost for Panlung, we've got a gold cost for Vitra, Mokua, Makole Mbembe. We've got treacherous terrain cards that can negatively impact or even outright kill another dragon, which can potentially get you some gold as well. We've got, so for example, Desert has a strength modifier of 1. Dragon cards will generally have their strengths and some of their abilities or their attributes. So Amphitheater is a flying scout with a strength of 0. We've got Wyvern is a strength of 4 with flying. We have action cards. These can be used for a variety of effects, especially Dragon Slayers. For example, Beowulf kills any dragon of 0 strength or less. If a dragon has less strength, it means that it may have a 0 or a lower strength value, which may have been reduced by the effects of a terrain card or some other card. No Dwarven armies are allowed in this battle. Dwarven armies is an action card, I believe, which can be used to... see if I have one. Here we go. Strength modifier +1. So these won't be used in a battle with the float battle action. Magical sword +2. Cancels the current battle and dragons go back to their positions face up. And finally we have treasure cards. So treasures can be... treasures can portray magical artifacts or priceless values, and these can be used to bolster one or a number of dragons. So for example, a jewels card, dragons in this row get +1 strength when defending. Or one dragon in this row can survive a lost battle. Princess Libya, St. George must rescue Princess Libya before he can remove any other treasure in your battlefield. I'm not sure what the St. George card does, so... So the way the game generally works is that you have your two decks. You've got your Dragon Lair and your Treasure Hoard. You create an array of cards from your Dragon deck. These are all face down. They can be terrain and dragon cards. When they get attacked by one of your opponent's dragons, the card is flipped up if it already isn't, and then battle ensues. So this deck was from the Premier Limited Edition, which featured only 136 cards, which was a considerably smaller pool than a lot of other games from its time. With the regular Limited Edition, the card pool was filled out to 239. There were also some gold and silver Wyvern cards on black backings. These were the ultra rares and could be sent off and redeemed for cash, which seemed a bit odd to me. That was a bit quick, I know. Thank you for sticking around for that little this little deck opening. I'll be making another video about how to play, and I'll go over some of the details and some of the aspects of battle and your beginning setup as well when I do. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you later.